Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Everyday Woman series. I am your host, Angel Charmaine. I'm also CEO of Speak Up Sis LLC, and I'm excited to be here with you all in this space once again. Thank you so much to every single one of you who have tuned in for all of the 9 nights that we have had thus far. Every single day in the month of September, from September 1st through September 30th, there will be a different woman showing up right here, right there on the Speak Up Sis YouTube channel to share a lesson lived, laughed, and learned. Each woman has 15 minutes maximum to share her lesson with you all. And in order to remind you that, guess what? This too shall pass. We all go through life lessons. We all make decisions that we think are really good at the time. And then they happen to turn into lessons, right? So some decisions turn into lessons, but the good thing about them is that you can always learn from your lessons, from your decisions, right? From your mistakes, from whatever you want to call them. You can learn from them. And so tonight's woman has a decision that she made, just like all the other women, and she had to learn from it. So we'll get to talk with her in just a moment. Before that, I would like to thank our sponsor for tonight. Our sponsor for tonight is Recover All Life Coaching Service. The owner is Nicole R. Dudley, who happens to be our beautiful woman of the night. She's known as the go-getter, okay? Because she goes after her clients, but not only does she go after them, but she also helps them to walk through their healing journey. She doesn't leave them by themselves to figure it out. She go gets them, and she also walks beside them. So if you need somebody like that in your life, if you're going through a season of hurt, trauma, you need healing, and you need someone to, come and get you and hold your hand while you walk through it, then Nicole R. Dudley is your woman. Again, Recover All Life Coaching Service. And the web address will be scrolling at the bottom of the screen tonight. So you all make sure you jot down the information, and you'll be able to connect with her after the show if you would like. All right. So let's go ahead and bring up the woman of the evening, because I know that is why y'all are here. Not for me, but for her. So let's go ahead and bring up Nicole R. Dudley. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Angel. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much. I'm like, you all right over there?
Yeah.
All right, sis. So listen, I'm excited to have you here. You were a part of the very first Everyday Woman series back in March, Refuse to Be Silent, and you spoke up and you did beautifully. And I am so grateful that you decided to come on back into the Speak Up Sis Everyday Woman space for our second Everyday Woman series. And this is a lesson lived, maybe laugh now, maybe not, and learned, right? That's the important part. So I'm going to move out of the way, sis, and allow you to have the floor. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
All right. So, hey, how are y'all doing? So, when this opportunity came my way to be a part of the Everyday Woman series, I was trying to think of a title and a topic that I wanted to talk about. And so, just a brief snippet about me, I am a minister, and people think, oh, well, as a minister, you can't really listen to R&B. I thought about the song by Aaliyah, And it was, if your girl only knew that you were trying to get with me, what would she do? And I was like, you know what? That's what I'm going to talk about. So I am going to talk about if your girl only knew that you slept with me. So let me backtrack and let y'all know what I'm talking about. So a few years ago, I was approached by a married man. This married man happened to go to the same church that I went to. And on the outside, it looked like I was trying to come on to him, but in actuality, he was always flirting with me. He would tell me to meet him after church to get money from him. He used to come up to my dorm room, bringing me groceries. And in the beginning, I really looked up to him like a big brother because he was way older than me at the time. And so one day I was on the phone with him and I was venting about something. And the little girl on the inside of me, the broken girl, actually spoke up. And I told this man, sir, I would like to have sex with you. And I cannot believe I said that, but I did because he had been flirting with me. So then I started to look at him a different way. And after what seemed like a long pause, his response to me was, give me your address and I'll be by on Monday. Monday came, we slept together, and our affair started. And every Sunday, I'm in church, and this person was playing on the drums, and my pastor would preach on adultery. It seemed like he preached it every Sunday until one Sunday I got convicted about what happened. Told this man, you know what, I can't sleep with you anymore. This is not right. So we stopped. That only lasted maybe a week. And I called him back and I was like, sir, let's pick back up again. And he said, can you handle it? I said, yes, I can handle it. Lo and behold, something happened at the church that caused me to get exposed. And everybody in the church found out that I slept with this man. I was treated differently. Some people didn't want to talk to me anymore. It was almost like I had a scarlet letter on my chest. Some of the men at church would give me long hugs, and I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know if they were thinking I was going to try to be with them. I don't know what. But after that moment, I was looked at as the, I don't want to say the church whore, but that's kind of how I was looked at. And all of my dirty deeds were exposed for the world to see. But nobody knew that on the inside I was broken. And I had to sit there and learn from my mistake. And what I learned was I need to love me. I can't have men validate who I am. I had to be secure in who God created me to be. And first, I had to develop a true relationship with Him. So that lesson pretty much sparked my healing journey and my road to surrendering my life to Christ. So if I can say that I have learned anything, if you see a man married, go the other way. Don't talk to him. Just say, hey, love you in the Lord, brother. Keep it moving. Because God's not going to give you something that belongs to someone else. And if you still find yourself attracted to someone that's married, ask God to heal you from it. I'm known as the go get her. Call me up. I will help you heal through that situation. You don't have to do it by yourself. And now I look back at it and I can honestly laugh. I can laugh at the fact that I did that. I can't believe I was that bold. Me, I've always thought I was a shy person, and I can't believe I was bold enough to tell a married man, I want to sleep with you. I can't believe I did that. So I can laugh at it now because God has brought me to a place of healing and wholeness to where I can laugh. Now, if you would have caught me back in 2016, nothing about that was funny back in 2016. So that is what I have for you. I went through it, I lived through it, I learned from it, and now I can laugh at it. So, sis, if you are in that same situation, if you are having an affair with somebody who's married, let it go. Let it go. It's not worth the heartache. It's not worth the consequences. It's not worth the soul ties that are being formed. Let it go. Let God in heal. So, Angel, that's all I got for him. That's
You said that's all I got for him.
it.
I really don't think we need much more tonight. Listen, when you talk about vulnerability, transparency, and honesty, you
Mhm.
know that is what I stand on. And the
Mhm.
truth is the truth. It is the truth that will allow you to be free. It's the truth that you know. Other people might not know it.
Yeah.
But the truth that you know is the truth that is going to allow you to live in a place of freedom and being able to get to a place where you can verbalize it
Right.
for other people to hear
Hmm.
and to say, I know that that's something that wasn't good for me to do. It was a decision I made. It wasn't a good decision, but it was a decision that I made.
Hmm.
And not sit in a place of self-condemnation, guilt, and shame. Let me tell you, that is a blessing.
Yeah.
That's a blessing. So I applaud you. I'm telling you, we all have some skeletons. I probably could lay this. I listen. I could lay
Right.
this every day. I've got 30 days of lessons from my own life. I could have did this whole series by myself.
Come on. Right. Right. Right.
But I bless God for your honesty. I bless God for your testimony. And someone did ask, and because it's a question, I'm just going to throw it out there. Someone asked, what happened to him? How was
Oh,
he treated?
okay. Well, y'all, guess what? Homeboy was asked to leave the church. I stayed. 3 years later, I wrote my very first book, Purposefully Broken, Discovering Your Purpose in the Brokenness of Your Past. I talk about him in the book, and then I was kicked out of the church. So I'm no longer at that church, and it's been 3 years now.
Wow.
He's still there. He's back. He's back in his same position at the church,
Wow.
but they asked me to leave because I talked about it.
So listen, y'all. Nicole is also an author. She is an internationally best-selling author, as well as I don't know what else is other than internationally. So she's an internationally international best-selling author. I own Purposefully Broken, and I read your book is one that I called you, didn't I? So there are very few books that I read and I call, and it's if I know that I call the author and I'm like, let's talk about this. I think I called or text several times throughout the reading and was like, and we had a very long conversation after I read the book. And I distinctly remember saying some things to you that I'm not going to say now, but I believe that I know the Lord had me to say them.
He did.
But I bless God, y'all. It's a good book. I mean, it's a good book. So check it out. It is on Speak Up Sis bookshelf as well. So feel free to go to speakupsis.com/bookshelf. Look for Purposefully Broken. It's there. There's also an anthology that Dear Young Woman is Nicole's as well. You all can check that out. And no, Mistaken Identity is not there, but she has written another book. Mistaken Identity is the name of the book, right?
Yes.
See how I
Yes.
know it all? Y'all think I don't be paying attention. I do. So listen, Purposefully Broken is the book that you can read if you want to hear more about this particular testimony, though. And you can grab it on speakupsis.com/bookshelf. So Nicole, I want to say thank you again for coming into the space. Thank you for sharing such a deep, taboo
Mm-hmm.
lesson, because even in 2021 it is difficult for a woman to say that yes, I slept with someone's husband, because there are married women who are
Yeah.
watching, who are
Yeah.
feeling some kind of way about that, so it's a blessing to be healed and to be free and to be able to speak the truth of your life without condemnation from yourself or anyone else. And I'm grateful that you have chosen the Speak Up Sis platform and that you found it a safe place to do that. Would you like to leave everyone with a last nugget, a word of encouragement, or something of that nature before we tune out for night?
I would say to check your inner child. If something triggers you, check your inner child, because that's what I did. And that's how I found out that the little 7-year-old in me who was molested was the one that spoke up and said, I want to
Mm,
sleep with you. And so,
wow.
whenever you go through something and it triggers you, check your inner child because she is speaking to you.
Wow.
So that's what I want
That was deep.
to
Okay. Girl, we're going to need another show for you, but okay. I love you with the love of Jesus,
say.
Nicole, and I
Yes.
appreciate
Thank
you
you.
for coming
Nicole. Thank
into the
you.
space. And so, everyone, thank you all for joining us tonight. I am asking that you will continue to come back. We just going to get gooder and gooder.
Right.
Every day, we're going to get gooder and gooder. There are going to be more women who are going to come into this space to share a lesson, lived, laughed, learned with you all here, so that you know that whatever it is that you've done, you're going to get through it. It
Yeah.
will pass. You will not die. Period. Got it? So, again, I would like to remind you all to connect with Nicole at Recover All Life Coaching Service. This is her company, this is her business, and she sponsored day 9 of the Speak Up Sis Everyday Woman series. Her information is scrolling at the bottom. www.NicoleRDudley.com. And you all have a beautiful night. You breathing hard.